last class video file that it's taking some time for loading in YouTube. Most probably today it will be uploaded. Fine. Whatever we have done the form exercise same yesterday, we will do it today also. Today we will develop the form OAF page related for items. Now I would like to have the item name, item description, item quantity, item on hand quantity, organization name, sub-inventory name. Just now we discussed, right, tables. First we'll prepare the query. Once your query prepared, page is common. First we'll prepare a query. We'll take the example of this item. Same item we'll take the example. MTL system items B where segment 1 equal to this item name, MTL system items dot segment 1 item name, and item description we want MTL system items dot description. Then we want organization name, but this table is having organization ID, right? We don't have organization name. Then we have to join this table. What is the table name? Organization definitions. Next, we required sub-inventory name. Which table we have to join? MTL secondary inventories. We have to join these two tables, right? MTL system items dot organization ID equal to organization definitions dot organization ID and organization definitions dot organization ID equal to MTL secondary inventories dot organization ID. Okay, this your item is there. This is item description and this is organization name, and we required sub-inventory name, right? MTL secondary inventories dot sub-inventory code. Secondary inventory name, nothing but a sub-inventory. Secondary inventory name is nothing but a sub-inventory. Yes. But our item is available only in stores and mobiles, right? Our item is not available in dispatch. because you have joined inventory table with sub inventories table. That's why it is showing all the sub inventories. Now we have to join only our item, MTL system items dot organization ID. Just 1 second. Fine. Next, we required on hand quantity. MTL on hand quantities. MTL on hand quantities. MTL system items dot inventory item ID equal to MTL on hand quantities dot inventory item ID and MTL system items dot organization ID equal to MTL on hand quantities dot organization ID. We are getting 12 records. That is wrong result. Somewhere join condition is missing. We have only 4 quantities, right? Okay, up to organization ID it was perfect. Most of the times in the queries, while we will put in comma this side is, whenever we want to comment this column, we can easily comment. Missing expression here. Now item name is fine. Organization also is fine. Now join the sub inventories table, organization definitions dot MTL system items B and get the sub inventory name. Now up to this query is perfect. When we join MTL on hand quantities table, we have to join the MTL system items dot inventory item ID and that also perfect. MTL on hand quantities. Inventory item ID and organization ID is the condition, join condition. Fine. Then why we are getting 12 records? Group by this MTL on hand quantities dot transaction quantity. Dispatch we don't have, right? Fine. Very simple thing we are missing. In MTL on hand quantities table itself, we have the sub inventory code. So we don't need to join sub inventories table because already it is available. Let's remove this sub inventory table. It's not required for us. In MTL on hand quantities itself, we have MTL on hand quantities dot sub inventory code. There only we have the sub inventory, and write this in group by class. Now this is perfect. 20, 13 and 7. This is. So whenever we are writing the queries, it's better to have the sample item, sample record, so that you will come to know your joins are perfect or not. Are you missing any this? So first we have selected the item, fine, and we want item organization name, join the organization table. Then we want item quantity, join the quantities table. When you use the group by class, whenever you would like to have the duplicate removal. Yes. Now it is showing this 4 records. Group by means it will group your similar records. 13 and 13 is there, right? So that is going to display one time. Now it's not required for us, leave it. Group by class is not required. In case if we want sum of quantity, for example, here stores is there, right? 3 records we have. Instead of that, I want 20 plus 13 plus 13. How many it comes? 46. Then what you have to do? You want the sum of transaction quantity. We have to use the group by class, right? Whenever we use group clause, group function here, sum of transaction quantity is nothing but a on hand quantity. Then it is showing that stores again 26 and 20 and 7. It should come 46, right? Where is this? Transaction quantity we don't have, right? Yes. So if you want to detailed record, don't write the group by class. You want to sum of that. Then sum means you have to apply the group function here. Whenever you write a group function, you have to write a group by class. Now the query is ready. We'll develop the OAF page for this. Okay. So whenever we start the OAF page, I'll write the first steps. First, what we have to do, create Java workspace, then create project, then create AM, create view object, attach VO to AM, then create page, attach AM to page, and also window title. We can also do the VO later and attach, it's not an issue. It's better to have this flow. And then we will go for next, design the page. Run the page and test. Without data, you will get a page. Designing, you can verify. Then you have to go for controller. Then call the AM and VO execute. Quiet. Then run the page. Now Java workspace we don't do every time, already workspace we have. Let's go for project, new project. Which folder you would like to define this? RTL underscore E3 folder, RTL underscore E3 dot Oracle dot apps dot po dot requisition dot web UI. That's the folder name we are providing. In that folder your project files will be stored. So this directory it's already taken. Before this folders, already my project folder is there. Inside of my projects you will find RTL underscore E3 folder. Inside of that Oracle apps po requisition dot web UI. So that is what Oracle suggests to go for the format. If we want to have our own folder, no problem, it will work. Next, which database connection and DBC file, database connectivity file. Where do we will find this secure DBC file? JDev home, JDev DBC file secure. And what is your username, password, Oracle applications that we have to provide. And if you want to run this from your username, password also, you can provide, no issue. And application short name and responsibility key, finish. Once we create the project, we don't find that project folder here. RTL underscore E3 is not available here. When it will be available? Whenever AM is created, then only you will find that, right? Now go to project, right click, new, ADF business components, create AM. AM is mandatory for every page. It must be defined in the server. We don't write any code here. Okay, it is going to handle our transactions internally. It is going to handle our transactions internally. Transactions are nothing but insert, update, delete. Once AM is defined in your project, then we will find the folder. Yes. Where is that? Here. RTL.Oracle.apps po. Yes. RTL underscore E3 dot Oracle dot apps. Three options we have. If you choose only two, you will find here only. If you choose one, only one you will find here. So, and once you go for options, this all. Okay, fine. PO requisition server. AM is already available. Now go to server. We have to create a view object and attach. View object is nothing but select statement. Our query is ready. Yes. You can ask me, I'll tell you. Okay. A simple doubt also I'll clarify, no issue. Go to server, right click, new view object. You can go to requisition and right click new view object also. But if what happened, you have to again enter dot server. But if you go to server and do the right click, new view object, automatically path will be taken up to server. You don't need to enter again dot server. Now name of the view object, item view object. View object is nothing but a query. Query is valid. Finish. Where is your view object? Here. We have multiple folders. How to hide the folders? Go to project, right click, project properties. Whatever the folders we want to include, that we can include, press OK. So we don't find other folders here. Next, attach view object to the AM. Right click, edit AM. We have only one view object. Attach this. Next, after the view object is created, then we have to go for page. We done all this. Next is a page creation. Go to requisition, right click, new. How to define the page? OA components and page. Here we'll define the page. web UI, go to the page, region. By default, page layout region will be there. That is mandatory. We can't delete that. Attach your AM to page. Where is your AM? This, right? Fine. And window title. Then we'll go for region. I'm going for one header region first, just like for header information. We'll mention that it is item quantity details. Whenever you say multiple records, you must go for table region. One record, no problem, it's up to you, but multiple means definitely we have to go for table region. We don't have any alternate. We must go for table region. So header region, all just message component, single default column, default double column, these all are single record. Multiple record means only one option, that is a table. Or we can go for advanced table. Two are there, one more that we'll discuss later. Let's go to header region, right click, new. There are two options. Yesterday class we have done manually, region. Using wizard also we can do it. But wizard means if you click next button, it will automatically define it. Manually we'll do that, simple. Go to region, and what type of region this is? Select region style is table, and how many records at a time? 10 records, let's say. 100% page width I want to use. I don't want any text, nothing but a heading, because already I have defined one header region and I given some proper text. So I don't want to give any text here. At a time it will display 10 records. Now display the items, nothing but a columns. How many items you want? Copy paste. Total 5. Go to first one. Item name, message text input or message styled text you want. Message styled text, and data type is varchar2. If it is message styled text, it won't ask you the width. If it is text input, definitely it will ask you the width. Text input means user will pass the right. So styled text means the user cannot do anything, just he has to read the data. Okay, that's why it won't ask you. View instance, items, view instance is nothing but your query. View attribute is nothing but your column. And what is the prompt? That's all. Now I want all items are same. Second is item description. This also I want styled text. And view instance, view attribute, and the prompt. Next, organization name, message styled text, view instance, view attribute, prompt. Next, quantity, view instance, view attribute, next, sub inventory. That's it. If it is wizard, just you have to click the next button, it will automatically prepare. View instance and view attribute. That's all. Mapping we have to do. Run the page. We have created the page. Then we have attached AM to the page, and title also we have attached. Then page also designed. Now we have executed for testing. Now we'll find the page without data. Only page we have designed and executed. Now this is your header region. Inside of that table region. Table region we have not given any heading, so it's taken this. Now we'll go for controller. Controller is nothing but a logic code. Now we want to execute the query. I'm going to stop this process. It's better to terminate the process. Again you can run, that time it will be started. How to define the controller? Go to your region, main region. Right click, set new controller. Controller also defined in .webui. And what is your controller name? Name of the controller. As we have discussed in the controller, there will be two methods. There will be two methods. Process request, process form request. When the page is loaded, first time you want to execute some code, go to this. When user click the buttons, you want to execute the code, go to this one. Right now when the page is loaded only, two parameters are there for this method, page context and webbin. Page context is used to get your page items information. For this page, which AM is attached? I want to get that AM name, page context dot AM. I want to get this column name, page context dot item name. I want to get the quantity, page context dot on hand quantity. So whatever page items are there, that if we want to access, we use this parameter, page context. Okay. Fine. Now we want to access the AM, right? So there is a package OA. OA stands for Oracle Applications. OA application module. It's automatically show you. Alt enter. It is going to ask you, do you want to import this package? Yes. How to find the package is imported or not? Here. Once we import the package, then we can use all the classes which are exist in this package. I'm defining the object for this. I want to access what is current AM, page context dot. What do you want? Get application module, webbin. So you got your AM here. Inside of this AM, I want to know which view object is exist. We want to view object, right? So we have to import that object first. OA view object, capital letter V. Alt enter, import, and we can see here OA view object will be imported. Once we import the package, then define the object for this. You can write any object, OA view object, capital letters V. AM dot, inside of AM our VO is there, right? AM dot find view object. What is your view object name? This is item VO, but once we attach this VO to AM, name is added, item VO1. Now x1 dot, indirectly this VO dot. X1 is an object, instance you have created instead of item VO1 VO. So you are using X1 means indirectly you are using the item VO1. Indirectly you are using item VO1. That is the object you are defined for that. You are using AM means indirectly whatever AM is assigned to the page, that we are using. There is a method execute.query. That's it. So first we have initialized the AM, then VO initialization, then execute the query. Now, generally, when the controller has written right side here, one color will be there. This. If it is red color, there are some errors. Red color means there is an error. And if you have green color, then there are no errors. It's completed. You don't need to compile again, but still if you want to compile this class, right click, rebuild, zero errors, zero warning. Warning messages are common, but errors, in case if there are, we have to rectify. Let's run the page. Then we have defined the controller. Inside of controller, first we have called AM, then we are finding VO, and then we are executing that VO. Query means VO. Then we are going to run the page. This is our, whatever query result is there, that you are showing in the page. You are not doing more than that. So any doubts here, so I can clarify it in the controller or in the page design. Fine. Now in the same page, we are going for here another region separate. This region is done, it's completed. Now we are going for another search region. This is normal one page development. This time we are going for search. What exactly we want to do is, user will pass the item name. User will pass the item name. For that item, I want this output. This output, right now what happened? Already this item name I have entered in the query, hard coding. Now I don't want like this. I want search for any item. Now what I have to do? We have to provide one field to the user. Please enter item name, and you will click the button. Item details button you will click. When user click this button, I want to show, okay, item name, item description, quantity, sub inventory, organization. So now this, let it be as it is. We'll go for next another region and we'll do it. Okay. Or if we want to go for new page, we can do it. If we want in the same page, we can do it. Okay. I'll do it in the same page. You can go for development of new page. Now first, let's design the page. First we'll go for design the page. This is what we want, header region, or we'll go for default single column. We are going to have one region called default single column region. Inside of that, one text item, item name, and one button. User has to click this button. Then we want item name, item description, same query, and organization name. Then I want quantity. Then what we want? Sub inventory. Okay. First we'll design this page. This is table region, common. This region is table. So this is a search page we are developing. First region is default single column. What do you want here? One text item and one button. Then table region, whatever columns you want, that you can go for. Sorry? Maximum, no limit. You can use scroll bar. When you use more, you will get a vertical scroll bar. You can go that. 10, 15, 20 also we can have. Like that also. Like in PO module, we have seen summary form. Requisition, summary, purchase orders. Those are nothing but, summary form is nothing but a search form. Those all are D2K. Same we are developing now in the OAF. Previous one is not a search. That already you have written a query. That query is going to be executed when the page is loaded. Now I don't want the data when the page is loaded. When user click the button, I want the data. I don't want the data when the page is loaded. When user click the button, we want the data. So second method we have to use. Previous one, first method. Now we are going to use the second method. Okay, fine. So I'm going to use the same page, right? And go to server. AM is there already, and AM is assigned to the page. Now we have to create a view object. Otherwise you will be getting confused. Let's go for another project. Here, if you want in the same page, I'll do it in the same page and do it another page also. No problem. Okay. First I'll go for another project. Then I'll show you how to implement same in this page also. A new page means as it is. Let's go for project. Go to project. Go to Java workspace, right click, new OA project, RTL underscore E4, RTL underscore E4 dot Oracle dot apps dot PO dot requisition web UI. Right click, define AM, ADF business components application module. It must be defined in the server. AM must be defined in server. So this is again items, otherwise RTL underscore E4 AM. Go to the project, right click, project properties, include, we want only RTL underscore E4, remaining we don't want. We'll find that here in server. Let's create a view object. Go to server, right click, new view object, dot server, items, VO. View object is nothing but query, right? Where is your query? Here. Yes. In the query, last time item name we have hard coded. Now we will use :1. Now we'll change the item name dynamically. We have to use :1. Last time item name we have hard coded, but this time we don't hard code. What we'll do? Whatever user has entered, that we are going to take the value. From here we are going to take what user has entered, and we'll see how to change the query. Now test, finish. As soon as we create view object, we must attach to AM. Then only you can access from your controller. Go to AM, attach this, and go to requisition, define the page. OA components, page, item search, page, dot web UI. Default region is there, attach AM to the region, RTL underscore E4, AM, and window title, item search page. Yes, what we want to first, item, which region you want, default single column. That is the region we would like to use. Item details. In this, what you want to, there should not be gap in this ID. What do you want to have here? Two. One is a text item, another one is a button. One is text item, another one is button. New item, again new item. One is text item, message text input. Purpose is to get the item name, varchar2, maximum length. If you want to have some initial value, yes, you can enter initial value. And is it mandatory? Yes. And what is the prompt you would like to provide here? Item name. Enter item name. One more item, that is a button. So item style we have to choose submit button. Button ID I am going to provide, and details, item details. So here what we have done, we have selected default single column region so that alignment will be proper. Inside of that I am going to have one text item for data entry and one button. When user click this button, we will go for execute the query. Next we would like to have the region, table region, right? Next, this one. So that you are going for table region. Go to main region, right click, new. We'll go through wizard. Last time we have done manually. Now we'll go through wizard. Click the next button. Which AM you want to use? RTL underscore E4. And whenever we select the AM, then it will show you automatically what are the view objects are available. There is only one view object. Which region style you want to use? Table region. Last time manually we were creating table region. Last time we have defined these items manually. Now it will create automatically. And last time manually each and every item we have selected styled text. Now also I am going to do the same thing. You don't need to assign view instance and view attribute. It takes automatically. Next button, finish. Now you can see table region and text. How many records? 10 records, 100% width. Inside of this, segment 1, see, view instance it has taken, view attribute it has taken, prompt also segment 1. We can change the prompt according to that, our requirement. Then description, view instance, view attribute, style text. If you do it manually, you have to change each and every property. If you do it wizard based, it automatically configure. Okay. Now design is done. We have completed that form designing. Code we have not written. Designing is done. Let's run the page. We got this item name and button is there, and next table region we have. Now we have to write the code. What is our requirement? When user click this button, we want to execute the query. As usual, we'll go to region, right click, set new controller, item search CO, double click. Now we don't go for this method. Now we are going for this method, process form request. First you have to get AM and VO, that is comp. OA application module, import this package, alt enter, define the object, face context dot get application module, web bin. Now we want to view object, OA, view object, inside of AM we have a view object. We have to find that whether it is exist or not. What is your view object name? Go to AM. Here also we can find, or right click edit, directly you can copy the name from here. You are getting red color means somewhere you are missing. OA view object. This is not criteria. Now I don't want to execute the query directly. When you have to execute the query, this item name you have to first get into one variable. How to get your item name into your local variable? Simple. Already we discussed, right? Declare one variable equal to, already we discussed this parameter is used to get your page item information, page context. Okay, so that you have to write here, page context dot get parameter. What is your item name? Item name means that particular field. What is the name of that field? Where do we find that? Go to your page, this, right? This ID we have to take, so that whatever item name you have entered in this field, that will get into the local variable. This is how to get your item values into local variables. Whatever user has entered in that particular field, that I want to get into one local variable first. This. Okay. When you want to get this value, when user click this button, I want to get it. How will you find whether user has clicked this button or not? Because there may be four, 5 buttons, right? There may be 4, 5 buttons in the page. How will you find whether user has clicked only this button? You have to write a code. Simple if statement. If, again same, page context dot get parameter. What is your button name? What is the name of the button? Details. Button name is details. If user click the details button, how will you find whether user has clicked the button or not? If user has clicked the button, internally it takes some value. Null means user has not selected any value. Page context dot get parameter, and this button not equal to null. Not equal to null means user has clicked the button. User has clicked the button. When user click the button, immediately you are getting your item name into local variable. That item name we want to replace in the query. We want to replace this item name in the query. Query is nothing but a view object. For this view object, already we have defined the object. Let's go to x1 dot set where class parameter. Where class is already there. In the query, you have already where class. But there is a parameter called :1. In the query, we have a parameter called :1. We want to pass this item name into that parameter called :1. So set where class parameter 0, comma, your variable name. :1 is nothing but a 0. :2 means here you have to use 1. :3 means here you have to use 2, 1 less. :1 is nothing but a 0. So we are, whenever user click the button, we are going to take immediately which item you have entered in the text item, and we are going to set this item name in the query. In the query already we declared :1. :1 is nothing but 0. So we are passing the parameters to the where class. There is a method to replace the entire where class. Set where class. This is to set the complete where class, but we don't require. Already where class I have written in the query. Only parameters we want to pass. So this we have passed. Okay. Next. Next is common. Once you set the where class, what you have to do next? You have to execute the query. First we have initialized the AM and VO. That is required basic. Now the requirement is when user click the button. How will you find user is clicked the button or not? Page context dot get parameter button value not equal to null. If user click the button, some value will be generated internally that you are going to find. Whenever user click the details button, immediately you are going to get your item name into the local variable. How will you get your values into the local variable? Yes. Whatever related to the page, you want this parameter you have to use. You want AM, page context dot AM. You want text item value, page context dot get parameter. You want button value, page context dot get parameter. Now run the page. Now enter your item name, AS54999, click the item details button. Now you will get only the items information of this particular. These are the items. Now enter your new item. What is our item new? This. Only this. AS54888 is there. This is about AS54888. I think there is one more item, F22,000. You don't have the items. F20,000. Just 2 transactions are there. This is search page. Okay. Now how to implement this entire task in the previous page is simple. I'll just show you how to implement. What is your previous page? let's minimize this project. Where is here, right? If you want to include that project also, that also here you can include. Go to this. Already RTL E4 is there. I want RTL E3 also. Go to project, right click, project properties. Already RTL E4 is included. I want one more, RTL underscore E3. So you will find both. Fine. Now it's already server is there. What happened? AM is there, and we have view object, and this is your page, right? Header region is there. That is separate. It's already having the data when the page is loaded, and I can't use this Vivo. I have to go for new view. We have to go for new view object because we want to change the query, right? :1 we have to use. So this Vivo I can't use. I have to create a new view. Go to server, right click, new view object, dot server. Let's say item search underscore new Vivo. Write your query. Instead of item name, use this word :1. Finish. As soon as view object is created, attach to AM. Go to AM, right click. Already one AM is assigned. Now we are going to assign the another one. Now, sorry, already one view object is there. Now we have assigned one more view object. How many view objects are there in the AM? 2 view objects are there. Like this, you can have number of. Press OK. Remaining is common. Go to the page. That is done. Let's go for another region. This time we'll go for default double column. Default double column region. Okay, item details, and I want to have one item and one button. New item. This is to enter your item name. Message text input. What happened? There may be already item with the same name. Okay, let's go for name. Message name is a reserved word and cannot be used for property ID. Name is a reserved word. Item underscore name, no issue. And maximum length, initial value, and prompt. One more is a button, right? Go to item, submit button. Button name is just like click. Name of the button is click, and this is just item details. Fine. Now go to the main region. We will go for table region using wizard. Now here, whenever we choose our AM, what is your AM? Items AM. Whenever we choose the AM, it is showing that there are 2 view objects in your AM. Which one you want? This or this one? This is ours. Select your view object. We have selected AM and we have selected the view object. Then region, table. Then if you want to have the text in item input, no problem. Finish. Go to table region, 100% width. I would like to have this. And item information, this table, sorry, page designing is completed. Let's run the page. For this page already controller is there. In this controller already what we have written, when the page is loaded, you will get one view object data. This is our first view object, and I don't think so. Code means you can copy controller, Naresh. Code is nothing but our code is there in the controller. So if we want, we can copy from one controller to another controller. Okay, fine. Now this is done. Now this is our new regions we have done. This query or view object already we written in the process request. It's executed and we got the data. Now we are going for this. When user click this button, I want this. Then what we have to do? Already controller is there. We don't need any separate controller. Already you have a controller for this page. For this page already controller is there. Double click. Yes. You have written already, right? AM and VO. Again you have to copy paste here. That method is different. This is different. You must copy AM and view object. But this time view object is different, right? This is not the view object we are using. Which view object we are using? Right click, edit, this one. Not the first one. Second one we are using. Now write the code. If paste context dot get parameter, what is your button name? Click. If user click the button, how will you find whether user is clicked the button? If it is not equal to null, then first get your item name into some local variable. L underscore name equal to, how to get item value space context dot get parameter, and what is your item name? Item underscore name. Once you get the item name here, then we want set this in the where class. View object dot set where class param 0 comma L underscore name. X1 dot execute query. When you open the page, this code will be executed and that view we will be executed and you will get a data. When user click the button, then this one will be executed. Both we have written in the same controller. Now run the page. Yes, we can define two controllers. No problem. For every region we have to define, we can define the controller. Now here, if I enter item name, then we'll get. These all are text items. Now I want to order by this quantity. Order by quantity. This I want to set dynamically. If we want to write order by on-hand quantity, in the query we can write. How to write in the query? Query means view object. Go to your view object, right click, edit, SQL statement. You can go for add order by class here. But I want to add the order by class from the controller. Just now we have added the parameter. Now I want to add the order by class from the controller. See, your view object dot set order by class. And what is your column name? We want order by this, right? On hand quantity. Yes. So yes. Order by you don't need to write. Already you are telling that set order by class. So order by syntax it has already taken. So only column name you have to mention. Sorry, this you have to write before execute. Once you set where class, once you set order by class, finally go for execution. Now run the page. So previous what happened you are not getting properly. Not in the order by. Now we'll get order. So this is search page. How to develop the new page, or we can implement in the existing pages also. If we take any search page, same logic. Right now we are entering only one item. Sorry, item name, only one field. Now you can practice two. Organization ID. User will pass item name and organization ID. We want the item details only for that organization, not for all the organizations. Right now what happened? You are getting all the organization details. Right? Now if I search item details, see, I'm getting Vision Sweden data, Vision Germany data, Vision Spain and all. Vision operations, every item. Now user will pass organization ID also. Or user can pass organization name. If you pass the name, you can convert as a ID also. How will you convert into ID? You have to write a subquery in the query. I'll show you. You can write, no problem. Go to your query. :1 is fine. Okay. Next is organization definitions. MDL system items dot organization ID equal to, if user pass organization ID, directly you can use :2. But user is passing organization name. Then what you have to do? You have to convert that organization name as organization ID. Write a subquery. Select organization ID from organization definitions where organization name equal to :2. If ID is passed, use directly. If name is passed, convert name as ID and use it. Now you have to use the :2 here. Then in the controller, you have to add the one more line of coding. View object dot set where class parameter. Earlier only one parameter value we have passed. That is item name. Now we have to pass organization name also. Then second, one more. Where you will pass? Here. Two variables you have to declare, right? String L underscore organization equal to page context dot get parameter. In case if your field name is org, then pass. You will get organization name also into here. That how will you pass to your second set where class? 1 you have to use. L underscore org. Two text items you are designing in the form. So that text items information get into the two variables. How will you pass these two variables into your query? :1, :2. :1 means here you have to use 0. :2 means 1. So now we are passing the item name as well as organization name, both. Then go for set the order by class and execute the query. You must use the AM and view object because you are using the view object, right? Nothing but your query. If you want to use the view object, first you have to access the AM, then you have to access the VO, then go for use the view object. Now your query is this. I can do this, but it's better for you to do this. Okay. This is your query. So tomorrow we will see how to insert the record. I'll go for one more search form tomorrow so that it will be clear. Then we will go for insert. Oh, we have to go for LOV. LOV we will see. Today what we have done, item name we are entering, right? That I don't want to enter. If LOV option is there, I can select from the list. We'll see how to attach the LOV tomorrow. Then same logic will do it.